Hey, welcome back to another episode of Johnscryptotherapy. Today we're going to look at Ecomi, but more or less I want to give you the rundown on how to trade Ecomi every single day, okay guys? So today we're going to do multi-time frame analysis, but more or less I want to go to the past and into the future with time frames of analysis, okay guys? So this is going to be such a special event, and if you guys do like this type of videos, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Remember, this is not financial advice. This is what I do for myself and of course what I provide to my students all over the world. So let's get started and let's have some fun. So right here we do have structures. One structure was broken. We were looking to the upside as bullish potential. We did have a cup and handle, but more or less we did have this beautiful head and shoulders. Head and shoulders give us confirmation where the future price can go. And once I do put this for the head and shoulders to look for the take profit, put it exactly at the breakout, and it fell exactly towards our key zone that we were looking for, a key reversal. And once we did see that, we said to ourselves, okay, this is interesting, because when price is taken, what normally happens is we do have a fall down in volume because people want to take their profits, and that's totally understandable. So for this reason, I'm going to take away this neckline right here. It does not matter anymore. In order for me to look for any bullish or bearish selling pressure, because we know we're in a bullish run, guys. So keep this in mind. When we're seeing higher highs and higher lows, we're in a bullish run. So we want to keep that idea to a bullish perspective. That means I'm not looking really to sell until I see key levels being broken. And for that reason alone, I do want to draw in my trend line and make sure you guys do get your 3 touches to confirm this is a valid trend line, okay? In order for me to sell, once again, I do want to see price break below and then sell. Does not mean I cannot sell right here, guys. Of course I could sell in towards this trend line, but keep in mind this overall trend, it is bullish. So I do not want to sell against the trend. I want to keep it towards the nature of the trend, and for that reason alone, that makes me bullish, okay? And look for bullish signs. And right here we're gonna go towards where price is. I'm gonna move the zone a little bit lower just because we hold more value here and we can see the chart a little bit clearer. So price action is coming back down. We did have a zone right here, and this is where the multi-time frame analysis is going to play a big part, guys. When I tell you I make a lot of money just off of trading, this is the reasons why, and I want to give you those secrets, guys, because I do believe everyone should know the value. Yes, I used to be one of those traders that believed in indicators, guys, and indicators is not the way to go. There's no such thing as a holy grail indicator or anything of that nature. What is going to be the indicator is you yourself and putting in the hard work, because after everything is done and said, hard work will always pay off. The way I see it, the way I put it towards my students, hard work is going to be the future, because it's not going to make you give up on trading. Trading is about long-term investments, long-term trading, and you want to be in here for a long period of time, guys. You don't want to be here for a 1-year move and then go to your 9-to-5 job. Yes, if you love your job, that's great, but if you don't, you could do better. And I trust me when I say you could do better, because I've seen a lot of people change their lives, and I want to make sure watching this video, you guys get the same opportunity. So let's get right into it. So once I'm done all my charting or just my key points on the 4-hour, I do want to go to a lower time frame because I am bullish more than I'm bearish. So we do have a candle to the downside. We're looking for some reversals, and now we're going to go into the 15-minute to see price action and what it is confirming to us. So right here, guys, when we go to the 15-minute, yes, it is a little bit choppy, but just try to work with me here, okay? So we're going to move our zone to the bottom right here just to fix it up a little, and we can see this level right here in the market hold a lot of value for one reason and one reason only, for bullish runs. So what did price come back in? It came back in towards the zone that we were looking for a bullish mentality. So in order for me to be bullish, I do want to see a bullish candle engulfing preferably, and then take a trade to the upside. So once we see price, we're going to let it react. We're going to let it do its own thing, and this would be a trade idea that we would take right here, okay? A lot of my students did get into trades like this, and this is what I teach, guys. This is exactly what I teach, and I want to show you the performances and how easy it is to trade. We could look at this candle as a trade, but more or less this is our trading entry. We could put our stop loss below structure 2-to-1 all the way towards the top, and this would be the trade. Of course, we're going to put in our levels because our levels are very important. We like to take 3 take profits on the way to the upside just to confirm that we're going to lock in our profits, okay? We want to make sure everything that we do is calculated, and that's what trading is about, guys, being able to calculate your positions and getting into your trades the right way. So for this reason alone, this would be our trade, and we would enter the trade, and let's see where it goes. So we were close enough to getting stopped out, and as you guys can see, price was really close but did not wick us out. We still kept true to our value. We seen price even go a little bit higher, and let's see exactly how it reacts. It went to the first take profit section in the market, From this zone itself, a lot of my students would move their stop loss to break even or so, just because they're seeing a lot of difficulty in the market. But more or less, we're just gonna let it run out and we're gonna see what price does. And there you go, guys. So price did go a little bit higher. And when we are looking at this on the smaller time frame, we can see we do have a flag as well, guys. So putting this flag into perspective, and when we do see this flag right here, we're gonna take the pull, put the extension, and you could see where it's trying to go. It's going towards the wick, but this is pretty close enough. Why? Because when you look left of structure, we have key levels telling us we can have a reversal. So when we've seen this, we're going to lock in our profits right away, and we're going to let the price do the rest. Because if it comes back down, we're not going to lose anything. We already locked in profits, and this trade alone, that's all we had to do for that, okay? So we took profits, we're out of the trade, and we're good to go, okay, for that trade right there, guys. Now I'm going to take away these lines right here, and I want to clear up the charts for you guys so you can see where the future price can go. So now we're going to go back to the higher time frame. We're going to go to the 4 hour, and then we're going to see we did have this beautiful wick we were looking at. We're going to go back to the 1 hour. So for this purpose alone, we could draw in a trend line, and guys, look what it is creating, another flag to the downside, but this time it is a bearish flag. We do not want to sell right away because we have a key level of support. So what is the best option in this case? The best option is waiting for price to break out, retest, then go to the bottom zone. So that's what we're going to be able to do today, and that's what we're going to do. So when we did look at our first trade, yes, it did hit our second take profit. We needed to manage our trade by moving our stop loss to break even, so we take some partials on the way. That's how you be profitable, guys. You got to take your profits on the way, but make sure you cut your losses short and you let your profits run. So that's the way you like to look at it, and that's the way you should look at it. So reasons why we're not going to look to sell, yes, we could sell here to there, but we're not going to sell because you want the deeper run. We want to see structures getting broken. This is a key level of support. We need to see a break before we do judge the price going to the downside. The cool thing is we do have a flag once again, guys. We could take the pull right here, and we're going to take this as an extension, and this is where it's landing. It's really cool to see how it is holding value right above this beautiful trend line. The trend line that we drew out right here, guys, this is the trend line holding value. So it's saying the pocket is going to be hit, and it's quite easy to see where the future price can go when price do break. So once again, we're going to wait for a candle to break below structure. We're going to wait right here, guys. We're not going to get into any trades. Patient about this game is understanding your levels and your trading ideas, okay? So right here, we do have a double top forming. We can see price reverse to the downside. So right here, we do see that beautiful move. Also, it is projecting right here as this is support becoming resistance at this very moment. That's why price did fall, but we're not getting into this trade because we're not trying to be aggressive. We're going to wait just a little, and we're going to see how price reacts at this level. We do see a break, but of course, we could draw this a little bit lower. Not a true break because of all these wicks. We want a real candle break. So there you go, guys. This is a break. We can see the body on the downside. We see the wick on top, and that alone makes me go into the 15 minutes for another trading idea. For a lot of my students, this is what they're learning at this very moment. So it's going to be like deja vu. So if you guys do like this is awesome. And this is what you're going to be able to do in the long term coming, okay? So right here, guys, we do see price action doing a lot of certain things. And this is what I like to see, okay? So we did have a bullish run. We were looking to be bullish. So price did break out. It went back up, retest as double top. Then we see a clear move to the downside. Of course, before we take any trades, we want to make sure we have zones in the market to protect us for it to go down, to show us it's going to go down. So let's look at our swings and see where the future price is going over time. So let's get into our path tool right here. So when we look at our path tool, price is going up right here. It's swinging. Then all of a sudden, it did break below the previous structure. And you can see what the future price is trying to show us. It is becoming bearish. Also, keep in mind, if we did draw a trend line like this could have been another channel going towards the upside. Once it broke, you could look for your retest and confirmation to the downside, but we did not want to do that. Reasons why: we were in the middle of a pattern and we did not want to take any trades. We wanted to see a clear break to the downside or a clear break to the upside to confirm our trade to the upside or to the downside it's true to its value. Of course, we also had this wedge formation. We wanted to see price break this wedge to the upside if it was true to reverse, but it did not. So because of that, we were bearish, and this is the idea that we want to put in. And once we come to this level, we're going to put in a zone. We're going to look left of structure and we're going to extend it. This was support becoming resistance, a key level. We do have a price action that broke to the downside. We do have swings showing us to the downside. This would be an absolute trade. Why? Because it makes sense. We had a lot of formations. We had a lot of key ideas on why this could go to the downside. First of all, we had a key break. We get into our trade right away. We want to put our stop loss above this candle right here because this was the volume candle that we were watching, okay? We want to do our 2 to 1 and be confident in towards our trade. And sometimes you could go all the way to the bottom. Why, guys? The key level of support is not here. It is all the way at the bottom, and this would be a beautiful trade to lock in your profits. Look left of structure, put in your zones that make sense for reversals or key levels of support and resistance. This is what you need to do when you're taking a trade because you want to lock in your profits. So I want to give you a rundown on why this makes sense to me for a beautiful trade. We have a bearish flag going to downside, double top, break below structure, another move to downside, and of course our key level of reversal is all the way down here. This makes so much sense. We're going to take this trade and we're going to lock in some profits and see exactly where it goes, guys. So hit our first take profit. We're going to keep going. We're going to see what price does. And right here we do have another wick rejection coming into the zone. This is like another double top, guys, and we see price reacting the certain way. Again, we came into the market, we have a triple top, and now giving us confirmation that this is going to move. And once again, these are a lot of wicks. What is happening right here, guys? As you can see, a lot of wicks are coming back into the zone, showing us that the sellers are trying to sell while the pressure is still moving to the downside, which is great news for a lot of people that are looking into this move. If you did miss this move, look left of structure. This is going to be a pullback in towards the zone, looking for another selling opportunity right there, guys. And we're going to let this price action go. And let's see where it goes. Overall price is just moving, and there you go, guys. It did hit our full take profits. This is how simple it is to trade Ecomi. Ecomi is one of the easiest tokens to trade, guys. For those that don't believe in that, price action is everywhere. I'm really fortunate enough to do this to my accounts, making a lot of tremendous money, but more or less bagging in my OMI token and giving my students the opportunity to do the same. So we're going to be talking about more key things on what price action is going to do by going to the higher time frame, and we're going to take away some of these trade ideas to show you where the future price is going to go. Remember, we had this bubble right here from the flag, so we were bearish overall. Why? Because the trend line for the smaller move right here was broken. Once that was broken, we were bearish, but we were counter trend trading. Reasons why: the overall picture is still bullish. We were just trading within the trend. This is how ridiculous trading can be, because you could take a lot of money away from this brokers and really make a living, guys. This is a real truth. The only way we would sell is price breaking out, coming back to this level, and then going a little bit lower. Once price does break to the downside, we have a confirmational trend. We're going to take those trades. Right here, we're not looking to trade at all, guys. Keep that in mind. This box right here means no trade at all, because we're waiting for price to find a range in the market or in the bottom or the top, giving us confluence on where it wants to go. Can we take a trade when it breaks to the downside? Yes, you can, but do I recommend that? Not really, guys, just because we are more bullish. Counter trend trading, for a lot of people that are beginners, it's going to be tricky, but I'm going to show you another trade that we got into that was really profitable. So once price did break to the downside, we're going to do the same thing, guys. Well, this is not a true break, so just for that reason, we need to wait for another candle. So this would be a candle that did break below structure. Let's go into a lower time frame and look for some reversals to the downside. So right here, guys, we do have a zone. Once again, we put it into our perspective. This is a great engulfing bearish candle. We get into our short right here, and I want to make sure I put my stop loss above this volume candle, because this could be a reaction for a reversal. In order for me to make sure it's going to go to the downside, I want to put it above structure and keep it true to my value. I want to do my 2 to 1 and make sure my 2 to 1 is within the zone or roughly around that zone. Okay, guys, so this is a give and take move right here. We're going to take some profits right before and just in the middle, so I'm going to put it out for you guys so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So this will be my first and this will be my second. Okay, so now we're going to let this play out and see exactly where the future price is trying to go. So we do have another wick rejection, another loadout just for price to go to the downside and fully hit our load to the downside. The cool thing about this, once again, guys, I do like to repeat myself here just so you understand why I took this trade. It's very important. The psychology of trading is to understand why you do the things you do. This is why we took that trade. The flag was showing me it's going to the downside. Where did it go exactly to the downside? Yes, I could have took a long trade on one time frame, but this made me more profitable. Why? Because each time price came to a key level, I took away my profits and I did not worry. Reasons why: I wanted to make sure we had a key retest and pull back in towards that zone before I take a trade. So now, because my profits are already taken, what do I want to do? I want to see the bottom trend line getting broken or price going back towards the upside above this zone. So for that reason, if I do not see those conditions, I'm not getting into a trade. And that's why patience in the trading game is weakened, because a lot of people don't have patience. If you have patience in the trading game, you will make some great living and great money. Okay, guys? So this is our zone. We're going to wait for price to react. We don't need this little bubble anymore. And of course, we don't need that. We're going to go back to our higher time frame. It's going to be the 1 hour for this purpose. We're going to wait for price to do anything it wants to do. So price is reacting towards this trend line, which is great to see. And we're seeing more reactions and price is reacting. Can we take a buy to the upside? Yes, absolutely you can, but we do not want to do that. We know we have a zone up here, a zone down here. We want to see price break the zone for a sell, and we want to see price break above the zone for a beautiful looking buy. Okay, we want to make sure we get into bias to the upside. Reasons why, once again guys, keep this in mind, the trend is going up, so that means the bias is up. So for those that kept their selling opportunities, this is not the right way, because we do have a key trend line showing us that we're going to get blocked off. So we're going to wait for price to react a certain way. Price broke to the upside. We do have a breakout and a retest that's going to confirm to us. We're going to go to the lower time frame, look for a pullback, and that is going to be the pullback. Yes, we do have a bullish candle. We do not want to get into this candle, because looking left of this structure, we want it to be a little bit bigger. So once again, we wait for that confirmation, and beautiful. Yes, this does have a big wick, but overall, this is the understanding of taking a trade. I could take the trade to the top side right now, or look for 50% retracement. Whatever you guys want to do, keep it true to your trading value. So if I do it like this, I want to make sure I get my 2 to 1. Look left of structure to see if it falls in line with another structure. And look at how cool that is, guys. It falls within another structure, which is showing us why it's important to draw in your structures. So now, when I'm taking this trade, I want to make sure my full take profits are towards that zone. And once we are done this, we're going to put in our take profits just like this, guys. And once our take profits is a put, we're going to let this trade run and see where it tries to go. So right here, guys, it hit our full take profit, and right away we are out of the trade. Reasons why: we took our profits. Now we're going to go back to the higher time frame and judge the future price action. So when we come back to the hourly, we're going to take away our take profits. So right there, guys, we took many trades in this sequence. A lot of people are saying, how do you do this? How is this possible? Guys, trading is possible. Give it a chance and put it to work. There's a lot of gurus out there that cannot prove it. They cannot do a lot of certain things, and they don't know how to trade. If you are trading just with indicators and just indicators alone, you are going to be losing in the long term. I cannot tell you that enough. I want to make sure I educate you guys, because this is a passion. This is something that I do daily, and I want to give you guys the real truth about trading. So overall, we're going to wait for price now, because we hit our full take profits. We want to see price break this structure. If price does not break the structure, we're going to see a sideways movement until it breaks up or until it breaks a downside. I do not want to take any sales until this level, roughly 0.0016, is broke, because that is going to confirm to me a beautiful move to the downside. I do not want to get trapped in the middle. I want to make sure it's above or below these zones. In the middle, it's going to be confusion, and that's where a lot of traders lose. They get into the confusion thinking that's okay to trade, and that's not a place that you want to be. That's where the brokers want to take your money and let you think that trading is super hard, when trading is not hard at all. So we're going to let this play out. We're going to see what price is doing. Yes, we do have some wick rejections. Can I adjust my zones? Absolutely. I tell this to my traders and my students all the time. Yes, adjust your zones, because you don't want to get into a fake out right away. You want to look at these wicks and say, hey, is this a true break or is this a fake out? Let price play out, and while price is playing out, we're going to wait patiently. That's what we have to do as smart traders, okay? So keep this in mind. Came back to the key level, and now it's holding value on the bottom. The same predicament, guys, that we seen here, and I want to show you how cool this is. If you watch this video till the end, you're going to understand something really fascinating right now. We had the same little move right here. We had the same little move right here, and we had the same move right here, guys. It repeats itself. the markets repeat itself. Absolutely. If you can find what the market is trying to do with the bull bias, because we're on top of the trend, then you will make money. These are zones that we're looking for trades, and these are trades that wanting to play out. We just have to wait for the opportunity. So we're gonna let it play out. Let's see what happens if we do break to the upside or anything like that nature, and we're gonna look for more opportunities, guys. And the cool thing is, I want to show you right after I put this out, and this is exactly where price is. So this is what I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to be sharing this with you guys. Okay, first of all, we can take it as a channel or even a descending triangle. So that means if I want it to be a little bit safer, I do want to see a breakout and confirming to me that this is going to go to the upside. So what do I want to see? A retest around this zone right here. Once we get a retest, we want to see a breakout, retest, confirmation, breakout, retest, and then this is where the beautiful move to the upside is going to happen. Keep in mind, we do have pressure to the downside as well, but we're right beside the trend line. Can this come back and hit the trend line? Yes, absolutely, guys. This could come back down. Then we can see a push to the upside, which is awesome, guys. Keep in mind, price action is right here. The reasons why we did see reversals here, not just because of this zone, but also this trend line right here, guys. When we look at this trend line, now we have confirmation of future projections. Okay, future projections. So I'm going to delete some of these drawings right here to show you a clear view on what I'm looking at right now for future projections. So we do have the bottoms right here. I'm going to just extend that, and we do have the bottoms right here. So this looks like a channel within this beautiful move right here, guys, and we do want to take as much advantage as we can. So now price is moving towards the upside. This is my major trend line, and looking at this, we do have a descending triangle, but we also have a flat zone on top. So what is recommended if you guys are patient? This is the key, guys. If you are patient, want to break up this beautiful trend line in order to the upside, we could take a short trade and then another break, retest, take another trade, and guess where our fulfillment of our full take profit is going to be? All the way towards the top. And the reasons why we're going to take our profits there, this right here looking left of structure is a crucial zone, and that's why trading is easy. We're going to take these zones with us every single step of the way, guys, and this is what we're going to do when it comes to trading. We're going to take these zones with us every step of the way. So I'm going to delete this one more time, just show you one more little price action real quick, and then I'm going to let you guys go. Keep in mind, this is another head and shoulders. So this was our major trend line from the downside, right? So when we have this major trend line, this was a level of support. Yes, it does look like a symmetrical triangle, but for this purpose alone, we have two patterns within each other. So we do have this descending triangle that's looking for the break, but this is also the neckline. Look at how cool this is. If I take the extension once again, wherever it breaks, where is it going to go? It's going towards the top. So this is the crucial idea, guys. And if you don't put trading into perspective, you're not going to make a great living, guys. If you do take this trade, this is a 9.32% trade, a beautiful trade. This is something that I'm going to be taking. And if you guys do like this video, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. I know it's a lot to contain, but please trust me, trust the process. Everything is going to work out. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. Running it down, guys. Once again, if the trend line of the neckline breaks and roughly around 0.00180 breaks, I'm looking to buy. If this trend line breaks 0.0016 with a confirmational break below this, and we're super bearish, we're going to be looking to sell. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, thank you so much. Take it easy, and John out. Peace.